Welcome to Slay the Spire. Today playing the daily challenge for February 27th, 2023. The character The Silent and the modifiers are Chimera. Your starting deck is a fusion of all characters. Red cards now appear in rewards and shops. And Big Game Hunter, elite enemies are now swarming the Spire and drop better rewards. So this is probably my favorite combination. So I have red and green cards as well as Big Game Hunter, which means we only get rare relics from the elites, which means you can get a Juggernaut after image combination, which is a lot of fun. I see Vorpal here in 16th place with 1622. That's pretty good. Let's review the scores from yesterday. I landed in the top 20. Very happy with that, but David did really well at 1209, so 125, more than 125 points more than me. So David was able to perfect all the bosses. You can check out his Twitch stream on yesterday's comment. 5 out of the 7 elites. Missed one more card, could have gotten into Encyclopedian modifier, so what would that be? 34? 1234 would have been possible. And then didn't go for the Highlander modifier, went with the collector bonus. So theoretically, having or removing the Highlander, what was it? Self-repair, right? The self-repair. Removing the self-repair would have been pretty nice, but in terms of points, but I suspect that going for collective bonuses allowed David to come up with better strategies to be able to perfect all the bosses. Was able to get Pomper and Overkill combo. So yeah, congratulations, really good run. I ended up in 20th place and I only perfected one boss, though a theoretical score of another 150 points more would have been possible, but very difficult to do. I did go for the Highlander modifier, which I think most people tried to do and succeeded, and I think David just from the get-go decided not to even attempt that. Then further down you have Bjorn here with 1055. Bjorn was able to perfect 4 of the 7 elites, only one boss just like me. Also was able to go for Highlander and Popper, and I'm assuming missed another 25 points here or there due to some random luck or maybe just playing it slower, so that's pretty good. Warpal ended up with 1032. Warpal didn't go for Popper, took the limit break and mentioned that the limit break was important to allow Warpal to actually survive the fight. Just didn't have enough block cards, or at least not as many block cards as I got. And then also didn't take the Sacred Bark and regretted it, and I think that's something I realized a few days ago where a lot of people took the Sacred Bark and I didn't, and that caused me to not do so well. So I think Sacred Bark is a pretty powerful relic. Then you have Mike here with 1026. Further down you have Rado with 1007. Rado accidentally missed the Pomper modifier by taking a sadistic nature of all cards in a shop, so an easy 50 points that it does happen sometimes. I remember early in the day, early in my I guess run history, there were definitely a few runs where I lost Pomper because I sort of automatically clicked on the Apotheosis because it's such a good card and then forgot that it was a rare card. Anyway, and then further down on the next page, you have Joe here with 953. And I think that's all for the top 100. I did want to mention that it's kind of funny that you can get 929 points and still land in the top 100. So that's pretty impressive. And I guess missing the top 100 is Malzahn here, who had 907, right here. Malzahn didn't go for the Highlander by mistake. I think Malzahn regretted not taking the empty cage. That would have allowed him to get the Highlander modifier. Also got very unlucky against the Act 3 boss. And then interestingly got 4 fruit juices. That also makes me think that there was some difference in RNG because a lot of people didn't get the Warp Tongues event, whereas I did it. And then, people like Malzahn were able to get 4 fruit juices, and I think most others didn't. That's an impressive amount of max HP, although that didn't help with the score because it was a terminal run. A few other comments. So Alex mentioned that he had a Corruption, which I think would have been amazing to have, as well as Dead Ranch. And then LA mentioned that I might have been able to use the Rupture on the turn where I lost the perfect against the final boss. Although I checked, and I don't think, even if I played the Rupture, I only had energy to play 3 more cards. So it would have worked with Pain, but it would have only given me 3 extra strength, and that was not enough to kill, unfortunately. And then Aloy also mentioned that it generally doesn't make sense to go for a 6 question mark room versus a 5 question mark room plus 1 shop path. And I'm not sure if that's necessarily the case, because I think the probability of getting a shop increases. The probability of getting a shop in a question mark room increases the more question mark rooms you hit without a shop. And so I think there is, well, somebody can do the calculation because I don't know exactly what the percentages are, but I feel like the more question mark rooms you hit, the more likely it is that you'll get a shop. And I think 6 is a pretty large number. I shall also mention that Ichu mentioned on the iOS version, instead of getting 5 copies of Self-Repair, people got 5 copies of Sword Boomerang. And then instead of the, I forget what the second modifier was yesterday, but people were able to get the Slow Debuff modifier. So that definitely sounds like a completely different run. Alright, let's move on to today's run. So, let's review the Chimera deck. You have a Bash, Survivor, Zap, and Eruption, and then 3 strikes and 3 defense. Not yet convinced what to do with the Eruption. I do have Hexaghost at the end, so if I have a card removal or transformation opportunity, I think I might do that, because it's going to be very difficult to use it. I think with green and red cards, I should be fine here. There's a 4 elite path on the left, sorry, on the right. The left only has 3 elite paths, and then, yeah, so between here and here, I can go this way to avoid a rest site, probably don't need it, and after this point I can choose right or left, and I think I'll go on the right for an extra question mark room. Up until this point I'll go this way. I'll get an early shot, but I think that's okay. Alright, let's start off slow with 3 strikes. Okay. And then I don't think I can do Eruption here. Let's do Bash and another strike. I'll accept the 6 damage just so I can kill faster. 9 incoming. Okay, I have to defend here. Let's do Strike and defend again. And I think 2 attacks or Eruption should be enough. There it is. Good. Okay, Anger, Cleave, Thunderclap. Thunderclap is fine. Cleave is fine. Let's take the Cleave in case I have to fight these sentries. And then this is a very early shop. I can't afford any of the relics, and that's fine. Wasn't a huge fan of any of them. Do I want Perfect the Strike? No, I only have 3 strike cards. Infernal Blade is interesting. Let's take it. This does. I think this will cause the RNG to be drastically different, though, once I start playing it. Let's also take the Liquid Memories. That might help perfect at least an elite, hopefully. I sort of have to take the Curse, right? Let's take the Regret. I also got the Wing Boots. You may ignore path and choose the next turn to travel to. Okay, an early Wing Boots. As always, that creates problems, right? Or, well, a decision to make. I could use it twice here to get 1 extra elite. Can I use it once to get 1 extra elite? 1, 2, 3. No, not really. Unfortunately. Let me not use it now. Let's use it twice on Act 3, Act 2, and then once on Act 3. That's sort of what I usually do. And I think with Become Hunter, that should allow me to at least be able to get a bunch of elites out of this. A bunch of extra elites out of this, I mean. Let's see what the Infernal Blade gives me. Masterful Stab is fine. Let's do Survivor. And then Cleave and Masterful Stab. Okay. Yeah, I think as soon as I played the Masterful Stab, I think I'm forcing the RNG to be drastically different with other runs. So let's see if that helps me or hurts me. Oh, wow. No way to kill here. I didn't need much damage to be able to do so, but unfortunately I didn't get it. Okay. Alright, got a Gambler's Brew, Pummel Strike, Anger, or Headbutt. Let's take the Pummel Strike. I was hoping to get some more defensive cards because I might have trouble against the elites. Got a second Cursed Doubt. Okay. And then Sentries. Good thing I have that Cleave. I mean, I will try to fully defend, but it'll be almost impossible to fully defend next turn. Actually, it will be impossible, right? Because I played 2 of my 3 defensive cards. I have Survivor Defend, that's not enough. So yeah, I'm going to give up on the Perfect here. Is there anything the Pummel Strike will give me? Yeah, maybe the Infernal Blade, yep. And that can give me a Whirlwind, which is not great this turn. I think instead I'll do Survivor, but then next time when I get back to it, I think I should try to play it. Oh, I'm a little worried with my HP, because I don't have a lot of HP left, and I'm weakened, and I'm still taking damage, and I still haven't killed one of the 3 sentries. I might do Whirlwind here, that will at least kill one of them. And it has to be a 3 energy Whirlwind too, right? A 2 energy Whirlwind wouldn't be enough because I was weakened because of that curse. A little worried here. I do have a rest set. Maybe I should just rest. Might be an interesting thought. Yeah. Okay, at least next turn I have 1 defensive card. Yeah, I think I'll rest at the next rest side. Let's do Defend, Cleave, and Zap. Okay. Maybe I should have played the Zap sooner. Realizing that this was going to be a long fight. I don't think I can do Eruption. Can I? Unless I draw an attack card next turn. Let's risk it. Actually, I don't even need an attack because I have the Lightning Orb, right? Okay, good. Got through this fight. We got Strawberry up and pick up race from actually by 7. And then, okay, first rare card. 1000 Cuts, Corpse Explosion, or Brutality. Brutality is interesting. I just don't heal back. Let's take the Corpse Explosion. That might help with a lot of fights. And then here, let's heal. I want to play it safe. Significant chance I might die here. Rum and Knob, especially against a fight like this. Alright, let's do Bash. Yeah, I'll be weakened next turn again. Let's do Bash and Cleave. I do have the Liquid Memories. Not sure what I should use it on. Eruption. I'll take a lot of damage. Let me see what the Infernal Blade gives me. Another Cleave. I don't think I can do an Eruption here. Let's do Zap, I guess. Definitely losing the Perfect, but not much I can do about that. Alright, another 10. I can get rid of the Regret. That'll preserve some HP at least. And then a Strike. Oh boy, I might have to use the Liquid Memories. Yeah, I have 30 incoming here. There's no way I can kill. Is there actually a way that I can perfect with the Liquid Memories? I'm not sure. So the best I can do is Bash, Strike, I think if I get a bash back, I should be able to kill here, right? That's 13 exact. Oh no, that's... Well, we'll see lightning orbit's 13. Oh boy, had to use a very good potion for this. We got Potion Belt on pickup, gain 2 potion slots, Phantasmal Killer, Corruption, and Venom. Probably the Corruption. Definitely the Corruption. Okay, now I just need Dead Branch. Ink Bottle, one of you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Okay. Sentries again. Get rid of the Regret. I'm gonna give up on perfecting this one anyway. Infernal Blade gives me Sword Boomerang. Alright, well, might as well play to defend. Yeah, next turn might be rough. The Corruption is not even useful at the moment, right? Because I don't have that many skills. Oh boy. Let's see. I do have Corpse Explosion next turn. That might help. Actually, that will help, right? So, yeah, let's target 1. I'll do... Well, in that case, let me not do Pommel Strike. Let's do Defend, Cleave, and then Strike. Okay. Do I have another rest set coming up? Well, if I go in the middle, I might actually avoid a question mark room for the sake of another rest site. Okay, so here... I don't think I have enough. Yeah, the best I can do is Corruption, Corpse Explosion. Okay. Then Zap. And then I guess maybe I can draw a defensive card? That might be an option. Oh, wow. Okay, I got lucky there. Good, good. Okay, now I just need to deal 25 damage to the backliner. How am I going to do that? Eruption, Sword Boomerang if I get lucky. Wow. That was extreme luck. I did not expect that. Okay, alright, the game is helping me. Got an Ancient Potion, Envenom, Impervious, Reaper. Let's take the Impervious, and I'll also take the Bottle Flame. I'll pick up, choose an attack, so I should come with this card in your hand. Probably the Pummel Strike for card draw. I don't think I'll do Eruption. Okay. Alright, I wonder if I have this much luck, if I should do the question mark room. It's very risky, right? I only have 8 HP, and I have a Regret, right? So no, I think... I think I have... Ah, boy, this is rough. I'm trying to think if I should use the Wing Boots to jump over to a shop. That seems silly, but... No, let's just do a regular fight and hope I can get through this without taking any damage. Okay, not a good sign when I'm starting off with a Regret. I don't think I can kill everything here, right? If I do Eruption, then Cleave will be 16. Plus 9. Yeah, that would be enough, right? If I do Eruption and Cleave. Okay, good. Don't have to deal with the Regret there. Intimidate, Backstab, Shockwave. Against the Hexaghost, Shockwave is pretty good. So is Intimidate. I have Corruption. Let's take the expensive card. Okay, have to rest here again. Even though I have the Hexaghost coming up, I do need the HP. Just the Regret alone would have possibly killed me. Let's do Survivor and then Shockwave. Okay. And then, should I do Corruption here? Yeah, sure. That way I can play both the Corpse Explosion and the Defend and the Impervious. Why not? No reason to take any damage here. Okay, 5 incoming. Let's do Bash first. Then Infernal Blade gives me Glass Knife. And then, unfortunately, I will take damage from the Regret, but that's fine. Okay. Alright, Infinite Blades, Deadly Poison, Clothesline. If I get Dead Wrench, Infinite Blades would be great, but I think for the Hexaghost, maybe I should take Clothesline. No, let's take the Infinite Blades. Yeah, let's work on the Shivs. Alright, Gremlin Knob again. Kinda want to do Shockwave. It's only 3 turns of weakness and vulnerability, but it might be worth it. Pommel Strike. Yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't give me a Corruption. Okay, 4 incoming. Could do the Impervious. Should I do Corruption? Or Eruption. Let's do Infernal Blade. Yeah, I didn't get an Eruption. I think I have to do Impervious, right? Or should I just accept the damage? You know what? Let's accept the damage. Let's do Strike and Whirlwind. Okay. That way I also drop down to less than 23, which is what I need for the Hexaghost. Unfortunately, if I'm not careful, I might be dead here. So, yeah, this is not looking good. If I do Corruption... No. Let's do Cleave, Strike, and Infinite Blades. Oh, boy. And I still have a Regret in my drop pile, right? I don't think I can deal enough damage. Unless I do Eruption, Shiv. Strike is not enough. I have to reload this one. And the thing is, I even rested before this fight, right? So I should be... I am as well prepared as I could be. I'm going to try to think what else to do here. Maybe a Shockwave is not the right idea. The vulnerability did help, but maybe I should do Bash instead. Let's try that. Let's do Bash and Pommel Strike. Okay. Maybe I should drink the Ancient Potion to not be vulnerable. Yeah, fine. Let's do it. Not like I have a lot of other options. I still think I'll do Strike and Whirlwind. I don't think that helps though, right? The problem was not this turn, it was next turn. And also, okay, now I'm not weakened, but I'm still vulnerable. Great. I don't think that changes anything. Well, actually, mostly it doesn't change anything because I'm dead this turn. Let me try one more time. This is rough. I'll speed this up. I'll see. I'm not sure if there's a way to perfect this or to survive this one, but I'll try. Okay, I was able to cheat myself through this. The key was that I had to realize that the Infernal Blade was going to give me a Whirlwind, so there's no reason to really play it. And also that I needed to not be weakened to be able to kill this turn. So I used the Ancient Potion for that. So yeah, I was able to get through this, but had to reload multiple times. We got Incense Burner every 6 turns, gain 1 intangible, as well as an Essence of Steel. Bullet Time, Phantasmal Killer, Immolate. Immolate is interesting. I am thinking of doing Bullet Time. If I draw it on turn 1, might not be a bad idea. Let's take it. Okay. And then here, I think, should I upgrade the Pummel Strike for extra card draw on turn 1? Or the Shockwave for extra weakness? Let's upgrade the Pummel Strike. It's always in my opening hand. Might as well have it be upgraded. Okay, so Hexaghost. Definitely can't enter Wrath here yet. Let's do Pummel Strike first. I might have considered doing the Eruption. That might have been an idea. Alright, 1 times 6 incoming, so that's good. I can fully defend with 2 defense. I think I'll keep the... You know what? Let's do 1 defend and then the Essence of Steel, mostly because I'm a little worried about this fight, so might as well use the potion now. 6 incoming. I don't think... Well, actually, if I do Bullet Time... Yeah, sure. Let's do Bullet Time. Corpse Explosion, Infinite Blades. Infernal Blade gives me Fiend Fire, which I don't want. Let's instead do Survivor. Well, I don't want this turn. Maybe I want it in a different turn. 10 incoming. I can weaken it down to 6, right? And then I can fully defend with the Survivor. Okay. Another 4. I'm fully defended here. Should I do Corruption now? No, let's do Pummel Strike. Ooh, Fiend Fire is very tempting. You know what? Let's do it. It's a lot of damage. And gets rid of a curse I don't really want to deal with. Alright, Intangible, of course, on a turn I don't get attacked. I think, should I do Bullet Time? Might as well, right? That way I can do both Bash and Corpse Explosion, and then do Shiv. Okay, luckily the Regret will only deal 1 damage. Okay, now the enemy has extra strength. 14 incoming. I would have... Yeah, I needed to draw... Actually, if I didn't have the burn, I would have been able to fully defend. Alright, I don't think a reload would really help me much, so not much I can do about this. Another 8. Unfortunately, I can't do both Bullet Time and Pummel Strike, right? Yeah, fine. Let's still do Bullet Time, and then play all the attacks, and then do Defend. Okay. Can I kill? Because I don't think I can fully defend next turn. 24. Actually, never mind. I have the Impervious. Okay. Yeah, let's do Impervious, Strike, Cleave, and then I'll take a little bit of damage from the Regret. Okay. Just need a little bit extra damage, and then I should be able to kill here. The Poison will help too, right? Actually, the Shiv... No, Shiv and Poison alone is not enough. Let's do Bullet Time, Shiv, Defend, get rid of one of the burns. Okay. And then Poison is enough to kill. Good. Okay, didn't perfect this one. Got very close, but that's fine. I did survive. Demon Form, Burst, or Fiend Fire. Do I want to take Burst? With the Corruption, might be useful. Bursting something like Corpse Explosion would be great. And then I probably, since I am committing to going for curses, I should definitely take the Curse Key. Gain energy at the start of your turn. One of you open an unbossed chest to obtain a curse. So that guarantees at least 2 more curses, which is nice. Alright, Champ at the end. Although I guess the curses did hurt me quite a bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I can use 1 jump here to get an extra elite. So I can take one of the 4 elite paths ending here and then jump over for a 5th elite. I think that's the best way to go. Yeah, actually, I can't even use 2 jumps, right? All the elites are on the same floor except for this one that I'm going to take. Alright, so if I go on the left, I'll get 1, 2 question mark rooms. If I go in from the second on the left, I'll get 3. If I go second on the right, I'll get also 3, plus a shop. And then far right, it's 3, no shop. I think I'll go for the 3 with a shop. Will allow me to hopefully buy some good stuff. Alright, 10 incoming. I think I'll do Corruption here, right? Let's do Corruption, burst the... Actually, I can just do Survivor, right? Let's do Defend, Survivor. I'm hoping to keep the burst for later. And then just do a regular strike, mostly because I'm hoping for a Corpse Explosion. I don't want to accidentally draw into it. Alright, so I'm intangible this turn, although, yeah, still have a bunch incoming. Yep, there's the Corpse Explosion. That's great. Let's do Infernal Blade, Quick Slash. Okay. And then let's do Bash and double Defend. Good. Taking 1 damage that way. Okay. Alright, so here, Bullet Time is not really necessary. Looks like I will take some damage. Let's do Cleave. Yeah, impervious. That allows me to not take any damage. Good. Play the bullet time so I don't have to deal with the regret. Actually, this kills everything. Good. Got a Gambler's Brew. Power through dual wield or terror. Do I want to dual wield anything? I don't have any good powers to dual wield at the moment. Let's take the power through first. And then let me, yeah, go this way. Am I going for collector bonuses? No, right? Although with curses I might have to. No, I don't think I'll take this. Yeah, let's move on without him. And then here, Ritual Dagger might allow me to get the Overkill modifier, so I think I'll risk it. Although there was a shop coming up, I might have considered taking the gold. Orrery is interesting. I don't think I can... I don't think the Mind Blast would be really necessary. Let's take the Orrery first, see what I get here. Deadly Event, Sneaky Strike. Piercing Well might be fine. Acrobatics would be good for card draw. Body Slam, Unload Havoc. Not sure. Heavy Blade, Eviscerate, Dodge Roll. Also not sure. Okay, none of these are amazing. Let's take Warcry here. Here, I don't discard enough for Eviscerate to be useful. Let's take Dodge and Roll. Body Slam. Sometimes I have a lot of block. Let's take it. It's pre-upgraded too. And then Piercing Well here. Okay. Alright, that was a good... Well, I was hoping for better cards, but I can't complain. Akabiko is nice. Your first attack each combat deals 8 additional damage. And then anything of the strikes... Of the cards. Let's take the Blur. Well-laid Plans might be good. And I think that's it. Yeah, I passed up a Mind Blast, but I think that's probably fine. Got Wraith as well as Pendip. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Okay. And then here I got the Gremlin Leader, who's not attacking me on turn 1. That's good news. I do have an Explosive Potion that might help. Let's do Akabiko Pummel Strike. See what I get. Alright, there's a burst. I can burst the Shockwave. That seems a little unnecessary though. Let me use the Explosive Potion and then a Strike. And then I think I'll do Well-Laid Plans, Strike, and then I'll hang on to the Shockwave for next turn for the weakness. Okay. Alright, Backliner is deciding to attack, and there's unfortunately nothing I can do. Is the Warcry able to give me a good defensive card? Nope. Alright, in that case, I don't even think I need the Blur, right? Well, actually, I'll draw something as soon as I... Wait, if I play the Bullet Time, you cannot draw additional cards this turn. Will that trigger whenever you play 10 cards? Yeah, I think I'll trigger after... Or the Bullet Time will not allow me to draw something with the Ink Bottle, unfortunately. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because I will draw whatever. You know what? Let's get... let's put the Eruption back because I don't think I need that. And then do Bullet Time. And yes, as I predicted, I wasn't able to draw anything. Yeah, I just got unlucky. If the enemy decided not to attack me this turn, I would have... I think I might have been able to perfect. I think I'll do Corruption, Infinite Blade, and Zap. Okay. And you know what? Let's keep the Eruption. I might need it to be able to kill in a turn or have a lot of damage. Like this one, actually. Yeah, so if I do... Hang on. If I do Eruption, then Impervious, then Infernal Blade, Dropkick. Actually, can I kill with Ritual Dagger? That's 45 damage. Trying to think, with Body Slam, I might be able to get the Overkill modifier. Yeah, I can definitely get the Overkill modifier, but then I won't be able to upgrade the Ritual Dagger. Wait, what if I do... Yeah, if I do double damage, that would be enough, right? So let's Body Slam you, and then double damage Ritual Dagger. Perfect. That way I got both the Overkill modifier and... Wait, yeah, both Overkill and got the Ritual Dagger upgraded. Got Frozen Egg whenever you add a power card into your deck upgraded. Impervious, Berserk, Exhume. Trying to go for Highlander, so I don't think I'll take Impervious. Berserk is a little dangerous, but it might help me. Exhume is actually really good. Let's take the Exhume, especially with Corruption. I think it's very powerful. Do I want a Rest Site? No, I think I'll risk just... Actually, there are tons of things I would like to upgrade. Okay, fine, let's do the Rest Site to upgrade things. Probably the Corruption or the Bullet Time. That way I can play something before playing the Bullet Time. Corruption makes it easier to play. Let's upgrade the Corruption first, and then I think I'll upgrade the Bullet Time. Alright, got these Slavers here. Yeah, I needed something like the Impervious. Actually, this is a pretty good opener. Let's do Corruption. Then Pummel Strike. Okay. Oh, I should have done the Shockwave first. That was silly. That was definitely a mistake. Infernal Blade gives me, unfortunately, only Anger, which is fine. And then I can do Infinite Blades. Oh, I'm intangible this turn. Right, so I don't even need the Impervious. I guess yeah, let's keep it. Let's do the Power Through instead. Okay. Now, all the enemies are weak and vulnerable, but I don't know how I'm going to defend next turn. Even if I can somehow kill the Backliner, I still need to defend against 10, which I guess I have. Alright, fine. Let's do Blur Defend. Then Zap, Warcry. Well, there's another Defend. That is not enough, though. And I cannot kill, right? Especially since I'm weakened. Let me see if this gives me something amazing. I mean, I know one of them will be Eruption. Exhume. Can I Exhume a Blur? No, that's not enough. I have to Exhume a Power Through. Fine. Let's Exhume the Power Through, which is not a bad idea because I do have the Blur active, so I'll get leftover block for next turn. Fortunately, I'll be vulnerable next turn, though. Okay, so 20 incoming, assuming I can somehow kill the backline of Piercing Wells. Great here. Alright, that allows me to be fully defended. Yes, good. So dodge and roll for some block next turn. Body Slam and Shiv. No, Shiv is not enough. A Strike is enough to kill the... Oh, I should have... No, I thought I had Cleave. Good. Okay, fully defended, somehow. Not vulnerable anymore. Still have 17 incoming. Ritual Dagger. Oof, it's not enough to kill this one, right? Yeah, that's a bummer. I can't trigger double damage this time. Let's get rid of the Regret. Do while it plans. Defend. That's not enough to be fully defended. What a bummer. Yeah, I was very close to being able to kill. Alright, fine. Since I already cannot fully defend, let's not play the Ritual Dagger. Let's hold it so I can actually upgrade it. Yeah, I think I got close to being able to perfect this one, unfortunately. Alright, let's do Bullet Time. Should I do Acrobatics? No, let's do Bullet Time. Then Cleave. Yeah, and then I can do Corpse Explosion and then kill with the Ritual Dagger. Okay. Alright, missed one turn there. We got Singbo. What any cards into deck you may raise your extra by 2 instead, as well as an Essence of Steel potion in Venom. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Let's take it. And then going on the... Wait, going this way would give me an extra question mark room, right? Yeah, and then I'll jump over. Why did I decide to go on the left? Yeah, let's do this way. Yeah, I got Doubt as well as Stone Calendar. At the end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies, which is good. Well, good only if the fight takes too long. Gremlin Leader is deciding to attack me this time. I do have the Power Through, but not enough block. I kind of want to do Venom too. Let's do Power Through first. This would allow the Body Slam to kill one of the minions. Let's do that. Okay. Then do Pummel Strike. And Defend, that's 20. I still need a little bit more. Actually, I can do Defend and Strike. Phew. Alright. That was exactly enough. Good thing I didn't play that in Venom. If I did, I would not have been able to perfect. Let's do Acrobatics. Yeah, I kind of don't want to play the Ritual Dagger yet. Let's do Bash. And you know what? I will do Ritual Dagger just because I still have an Exhume, so I could take it back. Alright, again, everybody's attacking me. I don't think I stand a chance this time, though. Well, there's Corruption, but that doesn't really help. Let's still play it. I can do Blur, Strike, Corpse Explosion. Let's... Yeah, fine. Nothing I could have done here to perfect. Yeah, I think this deck is still too janky. I need something like Afterimage and Juggernaut. Those are the things I'm really hoping for. Alright, so I can burst something. Should I burst the Exhume? That would give me back another Corpse Explosion Ritual Dagger. Not really necessary right now, right? What if I burst the Infernal Blade? Let's do that instead. Okay, yeah, that's better. And then I still... Well, let's do all 8 plants. Ooh, Shockwave is great. And then let's Exhume. I do Corpse Explosion. It will deal an extra 13 damage. I think the Ritual Dagger would be better in that case. Yeah, that's 15, I guess. Alright, so let's do... Barely does any damage, right? Alright, let's do Ritual Dagger and then all-out attack. Okay. I do have double damage active for next turn. Not a great hand here. Should I risk entering Wrath? Only if I can draw a good... No, I don't want to risk it. Let's just do Strike, Dodge and Roll, and that's it. And I will keep the Eruption in case I need to enter Wrath. Maybe I should upgrade that Eruption. Okay, last turn Vulnerability. Can I kill here? Well, good thing I didn't enter Wrath because I definitely couldn't. Let's do Power Through again. Defend. Another Defend, Zap, and Strike. Okay, still will keep the Eruption. Unfortunately, next turn I'll be weakened. But the Stone Calendar should kill next turn, right? Yes, let's just do that. Okay. We got Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw 1 card. And Venom, Fiendfire, Corruption. I already have these 2. Let's take the Fiendfire. Okay. I really need a Dead Branch. Got the Chosen here. 10 incoming. I would like to preserve some HP. Let's do Pummel Strike first, then do the Bullet Time. Okay. And then I'll do Wallet Plan, Zap, Cleave. Power Through. Actually, no. Let's fully defend with the Regret. And then keep the Power Through for next turn. Okay. Against the Champ, do I want Incense Burn at a certain value? No, I think I don't have to worry about it too much, I think. Here, I'll do Eruption. I think I want to do Blur and Power Through to have block next turn. And then I can also do the Body Slam. For 40 damage. And I don't need much to kill. I think with the Bash and a well-placed attack card, I should be able to kill. Oh, Ritual Dagger, right? That's what I want. Let's do... No, Bash kills, right? Let's do Infinite Blades and wait. Actually, I'll keep the Impervious, because that way I might be able to defend an extra turn while waiting for that Ritual Dagger. There it is. Good. Okay, actually I got overkill already. I don't have to worry too much about a Ritual Dagger. Let's take Distraction here. True Good might be good, but not without a Dead Branch. And then, yeah, one more lead, and then I'll jump over for another one. Book of Stabbing, starting up with Impervious. That's nice. Let me see if the Acrobatics gives me Bullet Time or something. It didn't. So then, yeah, let's just do Impervious, and I'll do Well-Laid Plans. Okay, keep the Envenom. So fully defended this turn, but I'm not sure how to defend the next few turns. I do have Piercing Well. That's really good. Let's do Envenom, Piercing Well, Blur. And then I think I'll do Defend to have block next turn. And then let's keep the Shockwave for the weakness. Okay. That was a good Piercing Well. Alright, so here I am intangible. Let's still do Shockwave. Is there anything I need to exhume? I probably don't need to exhume the Impervious. I could exhume it and then keep it with the Well-Laid Plants, right? That seems like a good idea. Let's do it. So I'll do Shockwave, exhume the Impervious, and then just do a regular strike. Okay. Alright, another 15. Do I need Bullet Time here? I can't draw anything, right? Yeah, let's do Bullet Time. Then do Bash, Survivor. Maybe I should have kept that Survivor. Ritual Dagger, and then Impervious. Okay. The next turn might be hard to perfect. 16 incoming. Don't think I can do anything, right? Fiendfire with double damage is 84. That is close to, but not enough. Let's see if I can draw one more thing. No, I drew it out. If it was anything else... Well, okay, not anything else. It would have to be something else. Like another good card. But yeah, fine. That's unfortunate, though. Because I was very close to being able to kill. Now I'm starting to worry about my HP again. Alright, let's do Distraction, Infernal Blade, Searing Blow for a kill. What a bummer. We got Bag of Marbles. At the start of each combat, at the start of each combat, apply one vulnerable to all enemies. As well as an energy potion. There's a Juggernaut. That's part 1 of my Juggernaut Afterimage combination. Alright, I'm a little worried about only having 12 HP, but let's see. Not getting attacked this turn, and I have Akibiko Fiendfire, which is 22 times 6, which is 132. That is a lot. Let's do Pommel Strike first. Oh, no, then I'll lose the Akibiko, though. Let's do Acrobatics. Yeah, and I think now this is enough, right? Because now it's 22 times 7, so that is definitely enough. Alright. Perfect this one. Very good. Okay. Alright, here we got Bottle Lightning. On pick up, choose a skill set. You come with this card in your hand. Let me first take a feat. I just picked up a Juggernaut, right? Let's take a feat here. And then Bottle Lightning. What should that skill be? It could be Bullet Time, because I always have a lot of card draw. It could be Acrobatics for even more card draw. I think I'll do Bullet Time, because I have the Strike card too, right? The Pummel Strike that allows me to draw extra cards. I think it's worth it. Okay. Centurion and Mystic, 20 incoming. I do have to be a little careful here. Let's do Pummel Strike. Okay, not exactly what I wanted, but let's do Bullet Time. Then Shockwave, Dodge and Roll. That's actually not enough. I do have Iron Wave. Wait, I only have 15 income. Okay, so at least I'm alive. That's good. Anything I need to exhume? You know what? Let's exhume another Infernal Blade. See what I... Oh, right. I forget that exhume doesn't make it cost 0. Alright, intangible here, which is useful. Let's do Power Through, Defend, then Body Slam, and then a Strike. Okay. Alright, no one is attacking. That's good. I think I'll do Eruption, Corpse Explosion. Is that too much? Bash is 12. Definitely Corpse Explosion. Yeah, let's do Eruption, Corpse Explosion. Let's risk it. I just need one more attack card to kill, unless... Yeah, Backline healed, so... Okay, I need a few more attack cards. Can I do the feed here? Yes, I can use feed. Good. Awesome. Alright, didn't perfect this one, but survived. Havoc, Sword Boomerang, and Flame. I don't have enough strength for Sword Boomerang. Havoc might be a good idea. Let's take it. Unfortunately, I have to rest here again. Too worried about entering the final boss fight with only 8 HP. 33 is not much better, but a little better. Alright, Akibiko, double damage, Pommel Strike, I guess. What should I do? No, let's do Acrobatics first, in case I get something like Fiendfire. Okay, get rid of the Regret. Didn't get the Fiendfire. And then now if I do Pommel Strike, I won't be able to... I won't be able to play the Bullet Time. Which maybe I don't want. Tough choice. I think I'll risk playing the Havoc here. I plays a Body Slam, which is a complete waste of the Penib. Oh boy. Alright, fine. In that case, let's do Bullet Time, fine. Yeah, that was just a bad call. play the Dex Potion so I can do 2 defense. If I had done that sooner, then at least the Body Slam would have dealt some damage. 12 incoming. Let's do Warcry. Oof. Yeah, nothing I can do, right? Just didn't draw any good defensive cards on turn 2, so not much I could have done about that. Alright, so now the goal is not to perfect anymore, because I missed that, but to survive, which is not trivial. Let's do Infinite Blades Power Through. And then Zap and... Well, Zap is fine. Yeah, I don't think I need the Strike. Next turn I'm Intangible. And of course I'm not getting attacked that turn. Great. Do I want Fiendfire? Not really. These are 2 good cards to let go. I think I'll do Iron Wave Blur, even though I'm frail and don't get a lot of block. And then do... you know what? I think I'll do Ritual Dagger. Sure. And then do Dodge and Roll. Let's also keep the Fiendfire for later, so I might need it. Alright, more turns of weakness. 18 incoming. Good thing I had some block. I think I'll do Corruption here. I don't think I'll do Impervious, though. I'd rather keep it for a different turn. Let's do... I don't need Sentinel. Let's keep Sentinel for later. I'll do Survivor. Get rid of this. Do Shiv. And that's enough. So let's keep the Sentinel for when I actually need it. Okay. 24 again. Oh boy. Alright, definitely want to do Juggernaut. Sentinel would allow me to gain extra block. Let's do that. Then do Shockwave, Piercing Wail. Brings it down to 11. Anything I need to exhume? I could exhume, I guess, a Survivor. Burst it? Let's do Shift first. I could burst the Exhume. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's burst the Exhume. Get, how about a defensive card and an offensive card? So why don't I do something like Survivor and maybe a Ritual Dagger? Sure. Okay, so Survivor... Actually, it's not even enough, right? I have to play Defend and the Survivor. Okay, just barely defending fully. I do have the Juggernaut, so that dealt damage. Oh, still didn't cause a transformation, though. And I'm slowly starting to run out of my defensive cards, actually. I think unless I play the Essence of Steel, I'll be dead here, right? Let's do Dodge and Roll. Shiv. Bash. Oh, okay, Blur is good. Yeah, that way I don't have to play the Essence of Steel. Although I think I should still play that because I have a Regret coming up, right? Let's do it to preserve more HP. I'll do the Feed and keep the Eruption for next turn. Okay, look at that. Stone Calendar actually helping me again. Alright, so here... Actually, I could have gotten rid of the Regret, I guess, if I wanted to. Let's do that. Then do Pummel Strike. I think I'll just do Fiendfire, right? That should be enough to kill. Okay, fine. So sort of wasted a potion there, but I wanted to be safe. Okay, survived this one. We got a Swift Potion, Corpse Explosion, Fiendfire, Glass Knife. Already have these 2. Let's take the Glass Knife. And then here, Black Star is interesting. I'm probably going to fight at least 5 elites, right? With a shop, I think I should be fine. Let's take the Sacred Bark instead. Double the effectiveness of potions. Yeah, mostly because I have, what is it, 19 relics, right? 10, 15, 19 relics. So I just need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Without jumps, there's a 4 elite path. I do have 2 jumps. I think that should allow me to get... Wait, can I get 6 elites? No. Right? I think I can only get 5. And 1 jump would have been sufficient. No, wait. If I do get here, jump over here. And then, no. I needed 3 jumps to get 6 elites. Let me just make sure there's no path I'm missing. So I have to take one of these elites. And then ideally, I would probably jump over here. So that's 1 jump already. And then 3 more elites this way with 2 question mark rooms. There's no way to get to this elite. Yeah, I don't think there is anything I can do about that. If I have 2 jumps, I can... Well, actually, I don't even need to maximize question mark rooms. I already have 4 curses. I'm guaranteed to have 1 more. And hopefully that last curse will be unique. So I should try to hit... There's no shop after the treasure chest, though. Yeah, fine. Let's do that. So I'll just jump over once here. And then I won't jump anymore. So I can afford to jump before the first elite. And maybe I'll do that to hit a shop, right? So I can do 2 question mark rooms, then shop, then another question mark room. Actually, I don't even need to jump for that. Great. Is there any other jump I need to do? Not really. Yeah, fine. Okay, I guess I guess I could have used Wing Boots once on Act 1. I guess I should have done that, really. Alright, fine. Let's get started here. Alright, Spiker Exploder. Let's start with the Pummel Strike on you. Then do Bullet Time in Venom. Let's see what the Havoc would have played. Survivor. Okay, fine. Get rid of the doubt. And then I can afford to strike you and then double defend. Okay. Alright, intangible here, which should allow me to kill the spiker. Ritual dagger is not enough, unfortunately. Although, I don't have a defensive... Or, I don't have another attack card to be able to trigger double damage. Fine, let's still do ritual dagger, zap, and wait. Okay. Do need to worry about the backliner. I can use the feed, right? Double damage seems like a waste, but not much else I can do. Fine, let's do feed here. Okay. And then I'll do... Can I get some block cards? Let's see what the distraction gives me. Bouncing flask. Okay, fine. I guess I'll try to focus on poison. Then glass knife, strike, and nothing else. Okay. Alright, I do have plenty of poison, so in a few turns that should be enough. Unfortunately, I'm taking damage here. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Fine, fine. Okay. And then here, I can just kill with a shiv. Good. Okay, we got a weakness potion, outmaneuver, distraction, reckless charge. I already have this. Between these two, not a huge fan, but let's take the outmaneuver. Oh, actually, I might consider just skipping cards. Although I should get to 50 cards first before I start skipping them. Acrobatics, Wallet Plans, Body Slam. I really like all of them. But against the awakened one, fine, let's lose the Wallet Plans. That's a bummer, though. It was a good card. I don't want to lose the power through. I'm okay losing the energy potion. Yeah, let's take the relic with just Lizard Tail. Whenever you die, heal to 50% if you make HP instead, which is a good safety to have. Okay. And then here, I don't think I need Meat on the Bone. Ghost in Jar is really powerful, especially with the Sacred Bark. 2 turns of intangibility. Not seeing anything great with the card. Let's take the Ghost in Jar for sure. And I already have this. Let's take Dagger Throw, Twin Strike, I guess. I do want to try to get to 50 cards. Also do Deadly Poison. Let's do Noxious Fumes, why not? And I think that's it. I could remove a card or take a poison, or a potion. Poison potion would be fine. Gambler's Room might be better, though. Let's do it. Okay. That's a good job. Now my only hope is not to get a duplicate curse at the next treasure chest. That would be a huge blow if I do that. Alright, let's start with Pummel Strike. Should I do Eruption? No, let's do Pummel Strike. Wait, Eruption 13 plus another 18, 36, so 40, 49. Yeah, that's not enough. Let's do Bullet Time. See what the Havoc plays. That's a Fiendfire. Okay, that, yeah, unfortunately was not enough. If I was in Wrath, that would have been enough, but no way to predict that. Alright, here I'll just do Body Slam for a kill. Got a Weakness Potion, Flame Disarm, Wallet Plans. Disarm is pretty good. Let's take that. And then, yeah, no jumps yet. I don't think I need to rest here. I think I should upgrade a few things. Let's upgrade the Bullet Time. Yeah, now that it's always in my opening hand, this should allow me to draw multiple cards before playing it. Okay, Reptomancer. Alright, let's do Pummel Strike with Akibiko. That kills one of the daggers. And then I can do... Let's do Corruption. Okay. Then I can play the Bullet Time later. Let's see if the Infernal Blade gives me something. Nope. Warcry gives me Blur, which is not a bad idea. Actually, I should not have gotten rid of that curse, because the Severed Soul would have gotten rid of it anyway. Alright, no need to play Piercing Wail. No need to do Bullet Time either, right? Yeah, let's just do Glass Knife. Zap. Infinite Blades, and then Severed Soul. Yeah, fine. Got rid of 2 curses that way. Not a bad deal. Reptomancer's not attacking, that's good. I think I'll do Envenom. Double damage Cleave probably, right? Let's do Shiv, then Cleave. Okay. I can't kill the backliner with the feed. Although I can also fully defend. No, let's kill it with the feed. And then, yeah, fine. I'll accept the damage from what we got. 26. Okay. Bursting the power through seems like a great idea. Let's do Juggernaut. Burst the power through. Okay. And then I can do Corpse Explosion, Outmaneuver, and a Shiv, unfortunately, is not enough, so I have to do Body Slam to be able to fully defend, which is a bit of a waste. And then no reason to do the Impervious. Okay. Another 30. Yeah, I needed the Impervious now, right? Nothing I can do about this. Alright, let's do Defend, and then I think I'll do Fiendfire. Might as well. Yeah, a bit of a bummer. Maybe if I triggered the ink bottle, but no, unfortunately. And again, I'm losing so much HP. There's no good way for me to get it back, unfortunately. I should have played the Shockwave first. Then Deadly Poison, Shiv, Dodge and Roll. I'm not sure why I did that. Well, I guess the extra block next turn might be useful. And then maybe I don't play any more attacks just so that... Actually, I guess I can do Ritual Dagger. No, it's fine. I already got Overkill. This way I will have the Pendant ready for next turn. Got Courier. The merchant restocks cards, relics, and potions, and all prizes are reduced by 20%. Unfortunately, I don't need it right now. Actually, was I offered Black Star? I was, right? So if I had taken Black Star, I might have been able to get the cure earlier. Die is probably fine. 1,000 cuts is a power, which I would like to avoid for the boss fight. Jumping over once. Okay, giant head. 13 incoming. Let's definitely start with Pummel. Pummel Strike. I could burst something. I don't have anything good to burst. I could burst the Havoc. Let's do Dagger Throw. Okay. And then let's do Bullet Time. Alright. Then play everything. Juggernaut. Should I? Yeah. Yeah, I should burst the Havoc. There's nothing better to do anyway, right? Let's also do Bash. Burst the Havoc. That's an Exhume and Defend. Oh, the Exhume didn't do anything because there's nothing to Exhume. At least I'm fully defended. That's good. Alright, so here, let's see what the Acrobatics gives me. I'm hoping for a Corruption. There it is. Okay. Play the Corruption, then do Shockwave, Inferno Blade, Twin Strike. I don't think I'll do Power Throw. I'd rather keep it for later. So then I'll just do Twin Strike and Cleave. Okay. Still not being attacked. That's nice. Let's do Corpse Explosion, Dodge and Roll. Do I want to do Survivor? Yeah, no reason not to. Okay. Also, that way I won't be weak. Well, actually, the enemy will weaken me anyway. Blur allows me to be fully defended, which is great. Let's do that. And then do I want to do Fiend Fire? Body Slam is not a lot of damage. Neither is... Actually, Fiend Fire is only 9. Let's do Feed first, I guess. And then Fiend Fire. Okay. Maybe I should have kept that Body Slam. Alright, 30 incoming. Yeah, I would have needed something amazing to be able to fully defend here. And unfortunately, I didn't get it. Actually, quite the opposite. I could throw the Weakness Potion. I might do that. Do I want to... There's nothing... Well, I still have an Impervious. Let's try to drink the Swift... Oh, I meant the Gambus Brew. I guess the Swift Potion didn't hurt. Well, I still think... Well, now I'm guaranteed to draw the Impervious, right? Let's deal some... Let's deal some damage. Let's do Piercing Wail. I don't think I can enter Wrath even with the Impervious, right? So let's do double damage, die. Okay. I should have played the Defend first. Then Warcry. Alright, can do Noxious Fumes. Strike, Twin Strike. And then, yeah, let's drink the Gambus Brew here. Alright, that also forces a reshuffle, which is fine. I can't do Power Throw, I have to do Impervious. Alright, actually, let's do Power Throw too. Juggernaut deals a little bit extra damage there. Actually, I'm not far away from being able to kill here. Just need something like Eruption. No, let's do Bullet Time first. Then do Eruption and Bash. Good, that way I have the Ink Bottle at 9. Got Centennial Puzzle the first time, lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Afterimage, finally an Afterimage, which I'll definitely take. And then don't give me a duplicate curse. This is not a duplicate curse. Awesome. We also got Ancient Tea Set. When we enter Rest Side Star Nethcon with 2 extra energy. Good. Okay, so I have curses. I have Handlander. I am set. Let's start off with Pummel Strike here. Then Bullet Time, right? Let me see if I... Actually, I do need the Survivor. No, Afterimage is enough. Let's put the Survivor back. Why not? And then do Bullet Time. Good. Then Afterimage, Deadly Poison, Cleave, and then the Strikes. Okay. Not a bad turn. The intangibility definitely helped. Alright, the enemy's intangible here, so I guess I can burst the outmaneuver. Nothing better to do, really. Sure. Okay, yeah, Shockwave might have been better. Okay. And another 18. Well, I do have the energy, not much else though. Let's do Juggernaut, Impervious, Envenom, and then I'll do Fiend Fire. Waste of a double damage. Actually, could I have been able to kill if I just double damage everything? Hard to predict. I think I'll exhume the Impervious here, right? Let's see what the distraction gives me. Yeah, let's exhume the Impervious, be fully defended that way. And then I think I'll do... No reason to play the Glass Knife, right? Actually, I probably shouldn't play that either. Fine, fine. Okay, 45. This is where I need to kill. Let's see what the Havoc plays. That's a feed, alright. And then Dagger Throw. And then Twin Strike. Awesome. Yeah, Juggernaut Afterimage for the win there. You got Backup Preparation at the Savage Combat, draw 2 additional cards. Already have these 2. I'll reluctantly take the Bludgeon. It's another card. Actually, that allows me to have exactly 50 cards, so now I can try to get max HP instead. Awesome. Membership card. Actually, okay, so I'll spend 120 gold. I'll have 13 gold left over. That's not worth it, so let's not take it. I'm also... Yeah, I have 23 relics, and I'm guaranteed to get 2 more, so I don't need more relics. Let's focus on cards, then. Let's do... Do I want Rupture? I do have a Pain now. No, I think I'll do Shrug It Off. Flame Barrier is cheap. I don't think I need Heavy Blade. I already have Acrobatics. Should I do Rupture? I do have an annoying... well, no, actually, let's do the Poison. Potion, I mean. Let's do an Explosive Potion. Power Potion would have been great. No, I think this is good. Alright, and then, yeah, one more Elite. Got the Reptomancer here again. Okay, starting off with a Pummel Strike again. Do I want to... Eruption is very tempting, because I'll be intangible next turn. Very tempting. Very tempting. Let's do Pummel Strike first. Probably a minion. Right. Okay. And then I think what I'll do is I will enter Wrath here. Actually, I could do Acrobatics, right? Yeah, why don't I do After Image, then Acrobatics for one more card draw. Okay, and there's the Fiendfire. Alright, awesome. So let's do Bullet Time. Then Envenom, Eruption. Wait, I probably want to Twin Strike this one, right? Yeah, let's do Eruption you, then Twin Strike you. Anything I need to... Actually, I don't have anything to Exhume, so let's just do Fiendfire here. A lot of damage. 1, 2, 3... No, yeah, let's do Fiendfire. Not enough, though. So now if I get attacked next turn, I'll be in trouble. Okay, actually, no, I'm intangible. Right, I forgot about that. Okay, this is 48. Let's see what the Shrug It Off gives me first, and Warcry. Probably put the... Ooh, Bludgeon is 64. Let's put the Ritual Dagger back, because then I can... yeah, play the Bludgeon, and then next turn I can use Ritual Dagger. Okay. Alright, the Eruption being useful, although one of the rare times that happened. We got Mercury Hourglass at the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies, another Explosive Potion, and Barricade is really powerful. So is the Offering, but I think I'll take the Barricade. Yeah, way too powerful to ignore. And unfortunately I have to go this way for an extra question mark room, although I guess I didn't really need a question mark room. Okay, probably just Fiendfire, right? Double damage, that's enough to kill everything. Awesome. We got Combust, Predator, or Dagger Throw. Let's take the... Actually, let's take the max HP. Yeah, I needed that max HP to get 25 points. And then Nemesis. Here, I'll start with Pummel Strike. And then, yeah, Bullet Time. Yeah, that way I can do After Image, Juggernaut. Now, every card I play will deal 7 damage. Then Piercing Wail, Glass Knife, Acrobatics, and then Body Slam for 25. Not a bad start. Okay. And then 45 incoming. Yeah, not much I can do about that, huh? Let's just Shrug It Off. There's Barricade, that doesn't really help me. Can I Exhume something? I could Exhume a Piercing Wail, that might help a little. Actually, I have a lot of block already. Wait, can I do something here? I do have a Weakness Potion that might help. Let's do Exhume. I'll Exhume the Piercing Wail. Yeah, that's more block. That brings it down to 36. I have 30. I think with the Weakness Potion, that would be enough to be fully defended. Awesome. Alright. And then here I only have 6 incoming, and I can kill with the Ritual Dagger. Exactly. Good. Got Mob Bank, whenever you climb the floor, gain 12 gold. No more works when you spend any gold at a shop. A little too late for that. Reaper, Malaise, Exhume. I think I'll take the Malaise. Very powerful. Might even consider upgrading that here. Should I rest? Resting might be reasonable too. Lots of things to upgrade. Let's start with the Malaise though. I think, well, not start. I barely have anything upgraded in my deck, right? Okay. Alright, so Awaken 1. I kind of want to drink the Explosive Potions. I do have the Ghost in the Jar, which is useful. How am I doing on time? 46 minutes. Alright. So, let's start with... I do have to play the After Image. Let's do that. Then do Akabiko Pummel Strike. Okay. And then I think I'll do Bullet Time because that way I can play a pretty good Malaise. Let's do Bullet Time. I will throw 1 Explosive Potion here. Get rid of one of the minions. Should have done that before playing the Bullet Time, huh? And then here, I don't think I'll do Infinite... Oh, I could do Infinite Blades and then do Malaise. Yeah, let's do Malaise first. Okay. So that's -3 strength. Then do Glass Knife. That's not enough to kill this one. I do have a lot of other good powers. I don't think I'll play the Infinite Blades. Fine. Let's do Dagger Throw. And then I'll do Glass Knife. And I think that... Well, let's see what the Havoc plays. Body Slam. Okay, that's not too bad. Could have been better, but fine. Okay. So 18 incoming here. Flame Bear is enough to defend against the backliner. Well, let's do play it and see what I draw. Blur is pretty good too. Okay, let me... let's do Blur. Okay, you know what? I'm going to drink the Explosive Potion. That way I'll preserve block for next turn. And then I can even burst something like the Defend, right? Let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that way I have plenty of block for next turn as well. Yeah, 8 incoming. Good, good. I don't have the barricade yet, right? So let me see if I can draw it somehow. No, but I do want to play the disarm, and I wouldn't mind playing the corruption. Let's put the impervious back. I'll do corruption, shockwave, and disarm. Okay, this is really good. Now I can play as many powers as I want, really. -5 strength is amazing. 11. Yeah, I think I'll do Juggernaut. Ooh, wait, no, this turn I cannot fully defend. I still will do Juggernaut, because I think I have to use my Ghost in a Jar. Yeah, just got unlucky, wasn't able to draw any defensive cards. Let's do die with double damage. Then play the Ghost in a Jar. And, you know, lose my big bonus here. Okay. Barricade is really useful. I will play that. Okay, good. And then I don't think I'll do Noxious Fumes, though. Yeah, I definitely don't need that. Oh, I could. No, I don't think it's necessary. Let's just move on. Okay. Another 8. I have an Exhume. Is there anything I need to Exhume? Another Malaise. Oof. Very tempting. Let's do it. Let's Exhume. Or another Disarm. No, Malaise is better, right? And then I can do Envenom. And then, yeah, just do Big Malaise again. And Corpse Explosion. Okay, awesome. Alright, so -6 strength. So I could have played some more powers if I really wanted to. Okay, now that I have Barricade, my goal is to build up as much block as possible. Distraction gives me another Corpse Explosion, which is not super necessary. This gives me Finisher, which is also not really necessary. I can do Outmaneuver, Finisher, and then Survivor. Okay. Oh, actually, Stone Calendar killed there. Good. And I didn't have to deal with the Regret. Nice. I do need a little bit of extra damage, or extra block, which I can get. Let's throw the Weakness Potion, might as well. See what the Zap gives me. That is a Bullet Time, which I don't really need. I think I'll just do Fiend Fire. Okay, Feed first, then Fiend Fire. Okay. Alright, I'm a little low on my block. That worries me a little. 13 incoming. I am fully defended here. We'll do Noxious Fumes, Flame Barrier, Defend, and Bash. The problem is I'm also running out of block cards, right? Because I exhausted most of them thanks to the Corruption. Another 13. I still have the Impervious, though, so that's good. Let's do Pummel Strike. Yeah, there's the Impervious. Blur, Dagger Throw. Get rid of the Doubt, Infinite Blades, and Ritual Dagger. Was that it? Wait. I only have... Did I get 2 Doubts? I completely missed the fact that one of my curses is a duplicate. Well, there goes the Highlander modifier. Not much I could have done, right? I'm getting curses now, but if I removed that Doubt, I would have been... well, sorry, I'm not getting Highlander now. I would have been able to get curses. Sorry, other way around. I'm getting curses now. I would have been able to get Highlander. Oh, man. That is a little frustrating, though. Let's Bursty Shrug it off. Can't believe I didn't notice that until the very end. Alright, at least I can kill here. Oh, boy. Okay, so I did lose the Highlander modifier because of that duplicate bot. I don't even remember when I got that. Alright, fine. We got 13-15, which is fine. Could have been easy 14-15. So out of the 13 possible elites, and there was a possibility to have 5 elites on Act 1, and then... Actually, I guess it would have been possible to get one more elite, right? Anyway, so I guess I should have said out of the possible 14 elites that I fought, but 15 were possible. I only perfected 5. Only got the Act 3 boss, right? Yeah, I like Shiny, didn't get Highlander. I did get Curses, though, so... There is a possibility that with some extra luck you can get both Curses and Highlander, but I mean, ultimately, I only saw 5 Curses and 2 of them were duplicates that I only noticed at the very end because I drew 2 Doubts back-to-back, pretty much. Well fed was fine. I don't think much more was possible. I got the feed very late. Yeah, I guess with luck, another 100 points. And then with more luck, perfecting the bosses, another 200 points. But, okay, yeah, clearly people were able to get that high of a score. Oof, I ended up, wow, very low. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people were able to get Highlander or Curses. Or at least, if I decided not to go for Curses, I might have had a better chance of perfecting enemies. So I'm 92nd right now, and it is pretty... early in the day, so I'm sure people will do much better later on. You have Joe here with 1415, that's exactly 100 points more. Andrew with 1402. And, where is it? I think I saw another familiar name. Yeah, Vorplan, that was 1622. That's really impressive. So that's more than 300 points more, right? So perfecting all the bosses, getting Highlander in addition to Curses, and then, I guess, perfecting more elites might have allowed me to get the score. But yeah, this is very impressive from Vorpal. Let me know in the comments what you did. Not my best run today. But you know what? Yesterday was a good run. I'm very happy with 20th place yesterday. So I'll accept not doing so well today. But I'll try to do better tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.